Hey, my name is Andy Hagelshaw. I'm the Director of Communications for the Art Directors Guild, IATSC Local 800, and we are here at Comic-Con 2024 with Mark Fisichella, who's a production designer, Local 800 member for several productions, including Five Nights at Freddy's, which was part of the panel discussion today here at Comic-Con for video games Go Hollywood. So, Mark, what was your experience here at Comic-Con? Have you been here before?
No, this was my first time at Comic-Con, and it was thrilling. Absolutely loved it. A little overwhelming. There's a lot to take in, a lot of, just stimulus everywhere, but it was a lot of fun, and it was great being on the panel. It was really a good experience, and I enjoyed meeting everyone, and, I can cross it off my bucket list.
All right, and the panel today was about taking video games that are already part of popular culture that a lot of people know about, and you took a very popular game and made it into a film production, which was also great. But tell us a little bit about what were the challenges and also maybe the inspirations to doing a project like that.
It came with many challenges. Basically, we had a fan base for that game that we had to please. That was going to be very critical of what we did, and we knew that going into it. And we also had to take the world of a game and bring it into reality to a point that where it wasn't a game. We weren't making a movie about a game. We were making a story. So our sets and our setting and our world had to reflect that, but we couldn't leave the realm of the game to what was familiar to all the fans and the fan base. So that was pretty challenging, but early on we got feedback from a lot of people, a lot of diehard fans that saw what we were doing, and we knew we were on the right track. And when the film came out, just pouring through social media, we knew that we got it right, and I was very pleased with that.
Did you actually play the game yourself before working on this production?
I did. With my son, who saw me reading the script, said, "Oh, they're making this into a movie?" And I said, "Oh, you know what this is?" And he said, "Yeah, this is one of my favorite games." And he pulled out the iPad and we started playing it, and then we put it onto our VR headsets, and I played it intensely for a few weeks before I started the project. So it was great, but I hadn't played it before that.
I heard you say during the panel today that you guys actually made one large set, which was the entire pizzeria, basically. What was the thinking behind that?
We wanted to create an environment that flowed, and it's become, I think the term for this is the West Wing sort of walk and talk, where they built the White House for the West Wing, and it was so thorough that they could just walk and talk throughout an entire scene and just take you through different rooms. Well, we wanted to do the same thing. We wanted the action to flow from one space to another and be very, very connected. So after a while, you sort of got an orientation of where you were. And for the actors and the crew and the blocking, everything made sense. Right. We didn't have to break things apart or figure it out. And it was sort of thrilling to walk in to a complete set and go through doors and be in other rooms and also engineer it so that we can shoot it.
Yeah.
Because shooting requires walls that could fly, and giving space for the crew and being able to light it, but also feel like you are in a real location.
Yeah, absolutely. Did it feel as creepy in person as it looked on the screen?
It did, actually, and there were a couple of times when some lagging crew members were deep into the set and the house lights would go out because they were started to lock the stage up for the day, and they had to find their way out, and it was pretty much a maze, and so it was great.
I just watched it again with my daughter a few nights ago because she loves the movie, and she wanted me to ask you, who was your favorite character among the animatronics?
Oh, Cupcake.
Cupcake?
Yeah, Cupcake, definitely, hands down.
All right. Why is that?
Cupcake had the best jump scares in the show, and and it's a cupcake, so what's not to like?
All right. Well, thank you very much, Mark, for your time, and now you're off to sign autographs, and thanks for all your participation and inspiration this year at Comic-Con.